Thank you for tuning in to clickorlando.com. This is just weather. A lot of people got some rain. A lot more didn't get rain on Sunday. However, chances are coming around again on Monday. In fact, the chances are even a little bit higher. Today, it was mostly around Daytona Beach and parts of Volusia County here. New Smyrna got some. Even parts of Brevard County got some shower activity. Now, most of it is pushed offshore. But all it's doing is lurking. It's hanging out. It's waiting for Monday, because now we're going to have another system try to push through. There's a storm that's out here in the Gulf, wants to get on over to the Atlantic or on up into the Northeast, and it will drag a weak cool front through here. Now, the front itself, the front part of it is on the weak side, but the cold air behind it is significant because it's going to change our weather pattern significantly. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. But let's go ahead and just say that on Monday, we've got ourselves a 70% chance of rain. It looks like it could be a pretty busy day. Also, some things coming up. St. Patrick's Day comes up on Friday, and spring begins in about a little more than a week. Temperatures on Sunday got up to 78 degrees in Orlando, and that's right on the money for where it should be this time. But it took cloud cover to produce that lower temperature. Otherwise, we would have probably been in the 80s like we were on Saturday. So tonight, we're talking about more rain. Then Monday, much like Sunday. So expect that rain. And then big cool down by Wednesday. I'll give you some numbers here in just a second. Particularly, well, let's talk about bike week. About Wednesday, we could be talking about the high temperature in Daytona would be 59 degrees. That's not nighttime temperature, that's the daytime temperature. Got some stuff headed, some bad news headed up to the Northeast. They're talking about a little bit of a nor'easter headed their way. Got these storms here trying to push across the Atlantic Ocean, and once they get closer to us, they're going to give us a 70% chance for rain tomorrow. In the meantime, a south breeze could actually bring some of that stuff out in the Atlantic closer to shore. Let's make it a moderate rip current threat. Boating caution there, that's been issued. Showers. We already talked about it, 70%. Let me show you some specifics here. Here, by 8 o'clock in the morning, you see we got spotty showers. So morning isn't the big problem. It's once we push into the afternoon. See this stuff starting to come in there around noontime, up around Marion County, pushing in around Gainesville by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But look at this, 8 o'clock Monday night. Look at all this stuff coming in across the villages, across to Sanford. It's going to be dicey. Then some of the heavier stuff continues on into Tuesday morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, could be sitting right over parts of northern Brevard County. So this is the thing we're going to have to deal with. Now, look what happens behind it. Whoosh. It just clears everything out of here. It pushes it out, and that's when the cooler, drier air. And I want to emphasize the word cooler because we didn't have much of a winter. We're going to have a version of that coming up by the middle of the week. 75 for the high temperature at the beach on Monday, because of cloud cover, 70 degrees for the water. It's not a bad beach day, except there won't be any sun and it's going to be raining. But other than that, it's perfect. For boaters, light chop on the intracoastal 3 to 4 foot seas. Let's check out those temperatures for overnight. 62 Daytona Beach, 62 for Kissimmee. I like that number a lot. 61 in Leesburg. The Village is down to around 59. Melbourne was 65 degrees. So overnight for Orlando, it drops down to 61 degrees. Going to keep a chance of rain like 30% in the inland areas and maybe 60% along the coast. So tomorrow, Monday, is it a top up or top down weather? I think the top needs to be up. Keep the rain off your toupee. 77 will be the high temperature. I think the big story there is 70% chance of rain. So here we go, what the temperatures are going to be tomorrow, hour by hour. Start out mild, then we get up to a 50% chance of rain, a 60% chance of rain, a 70% chance of rain. That's the story for Monday. Here's the story for the rest of the week. Got some significant things happening here. Look at this, 77, 76, 66 degrees by Wednesday. But notice these nighttime temperatures, 42. That means up in Marion County, temperatures are going to be dropping down into the 30s. So here comes our version of winter. Clears up by Friday. Maybe we got a nice weekend coming up with temperatures just about where they should be. That's the latest on the weather. I'm Danny Treanor, and thank you for stopping by.